I want to pass the microphone around, and if my alumni can share a teacher, an experience that you had here, a teacher, something that helped propel you.
Two incredible teachers who are still here today are Mr. Wilson and Mrs. Tambusio. Mrs. Tambusio, I had the pleasure of doing the Holocaust study tour with, and that trip and her mentorship taught me such compassion and empathy, and really helped put me on the trajectory to do my advocacy work and the work that I'm doing out in the community today. And Mr. Wilson taught me to always infuse humor into tough situations, and to continue to be excited about doing new things in my life, and to always remember to come back to home, which is New Milford, and to give back, because that's what I believe he does every day.
Bettini really influenced me. I think her daughter works here now. I don't know if her name changed or not, but yeah, her mom, when I was in high school, was my art teacher, and she had a big influence on me because she saw my passion for art, and I would talk to her about it, and she actually was the one who told me about art therapy, and I was like, wow, like there's a profession for this, art and helping others, like this is great. And I'm forever grateful for her, and I'm actually like friends with her on Facebook, so she's aware that this is what the track I'm on, and I thank her all the time for telling me about art therapy. So
I guess I would say, like, also when I was in high school, I took a lot of things for granted, and I learned a lot out of college that I shouldn't take my family and my friends for granted, for example, because they're always going to be the people that are there for you. And when I was in high school, Will came in for high play, and I had no idea what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to be a vet, but like a veterinarian or do something along that line. And he asked me what I was passionate about, and I said I like to do baking. So he was saying, why don't I do that for a career? And that's what I'm doing now. So, thank you.
I think my teacher would probably be Walt Pevney. I took him for 2 classes for 2 years. One was graphic arts and the other one was photography. And honestly, I learned so much from him in his class, like Photoshop, InDesign, all of that. And I use that in college, like almost every day. And at my internship, I use it all the time. So being able to use what I learned in high school, now in college, and now in like professional, it really helps. And you should really like understand like these people are taking the time out of their day, and they're really teaching you a lot. And to really like learn what they're showing you, because it's very important. And a lot of these programs, especially like Photoshop, they're thousands of dollars, and you guys have it here for free. So take advantage of every opportunity you have here, because you don't really like know what you have until it's gone.
So though he's retired, I do gotta say James Africano, who this theater's named after, was my biggest motivation to do what I am today. He is the main factor that caused all the drive really in me. He really brought the whole work hard, work your ass off, and you'll get a lot of output from it. He taught me, if you work hard, you will succeed. And that is why I am where I am today.
I'd say Mrs. Collentine definitely motivated me a lot through my senior year of high school. I had her for an English course, and I was a bit lazy my senior year, senioritis, but she kept me motivated, and I was able to continue that motivation all throughout college, and she really helped me a lot getting through high school, and it helped me throughout college as well.
I graduated in 2013, so it really wasn't that long ago, and I remember the teachers that really influenced me were Ms. Schwartz and Mr. Torpy, because they allowed me to flourish in the arts, and really the support that they gave me is some of the most like immense support that I've ever received, even throughout college. And just being here, I was able to even have resources like Jonathan Silver. He was the man. He was a director here. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he allowed me to understand like going into acting was an actual thing, and that I could pursue it, and that it's not just like, you know, meant for movie stars. Like movie stars start here. And so those are like some of the people, and I owe everything of like where I am and also an influence of like who I am today to them.
Yeah, so the guy that motivated me was Mr. Engstrom. I don't know when he left here, but maybe I think the year after. But basically, he was just telling us, like, just to be real. Focus on yourself and don't worry about what other people have to say about you or what they think about you. Just focus on your goals, stay motivated, and just go after what you want. This life is too short to just settle for anything. Like, I refuse to settle for like a 9 to 5 and having people tell me what to do. Like, my passion is like business marketing, but creating something. Like, I look back on it, like from a year ago, we created something. It just feels so good when I see someone rocking our clothes. And we have a long way to go, but he really put that in my mind. Like, just go out there, focus on yourself, focus on the people you care about, and the success will come.
I think I gotta devote my shout out to Mrs. Torpy. I really think she put me on a different path, and she took me off the path of laziness. And she really showed me that laziness isn't rewarded. Nothing comes from just sitting back and having you wait for something to come to you. You really need to go out there and do something for yourself and take action. You guys are young and you have time on your side. And so you're in a perfect position to take action, pursue your goals, pursue what you like, and all the benefits that come with it will just surround you in that. You'll work harder if it's your passion, and she really just took me off that path of laziness and showed me that working hard and working smart is better than just waiting for something to happen to you.
If I were to choose a teacher that really impacted me, like to this day, I had to pick Miss Ivers. I took her for AP Calc, and it was probably the hardest class I took at the time, maybe even the hardest class I took till now. I was never good with like time management in terms of like studying and like doing my homework in time. So like since the class was so hard, she really taught me like to change my like habits and like stop procrastinating. And like after doing that, like she really helped me like accomplish everything that I was able to do today.
Again, graduated in 2000, and I think Ray Harrison, who was my English teacher and track coach, taught me a really important lesson one time. It was a lesson taught on the track, but more of a metaphor for life. I remember running the hurdles once, as hard as I could, gave it everything I had, and he timed me, and he said, "You need to run a little bit faster than that." And I said, "That's the absolute everything that I have. I could never go any faster than that." And he says, "Well, two things." He said, "Number one, your steps are wrong, and number two, the only way that you can't run faster is if you keep telling yourself you can't." So in life, that taught me that, number one, if something isn't working, to change your approach. And there's always a different way to do it. So in the case of the hurdles, change your steps. So you change your approach in life, and there's always going to be someone that you can learn something from. So life is probably flashing by you guys right now, parties, social media. Take the time to slow down and listen to these teachers that are here, because they have a lot of wisdom. And the most important lesson that I learned from that is that the only limitation that you will have in your life is the one that you place upon yourself. Everything is in here, and you will be your only barrier.